Welcome to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank y'all so much for stopping back in today. Sorry for your loss, which you should have listened. Facing adversity overseas, man, is a big deal. One thing you're going to find out when you make that decision to even visit overseas, certainly to relocate overseas, is if something goes wrong, you're by yourself. It's crickets. You have very little help, very little support, even from your embassy. What made me make this video was, of course, I heard the story that World Zoom is telling. I saw the story Mark Thornton was telling. Sad stories, man, sad situations. And I want to tip my hat to these guys for sharing these sad stories because there's more out there that need to be shared. So we can get the point across that it isn't all strawberries and cream when you go traveling around the world. Most of the time, it is. But if something goes wrong, that's when reality is going to kick in. You don't have any help. You don't have any support. Very little. People are going to scatter. I got a couple of instances where my own experiences that will tell you that that's the truth. Everybody's probably heard my story when my son was born here, and he was born premature, and I ended up spending all my money. I was stranded here. Well, hell, my family at home didn't want to help me, even though at that time I'm earning over $100,000 a year. You know, because his bill was like $350,000. They crickets. You know what the people at the embassy actually told me? They said, "Hey, do you have anybody else we can contact because your family doesn't want to help you? There's no friends over here to help you. Nobody." So when you hear guys talk about, oh, don't help the family over here, don't help her family, man, you better make sure your words are sweet because you may have to swallow them. See, because my son's grandmother, she allowed me to stay with them. She probably was as shocked as I was. But without her, where would I been? I would have been on the street. It took weeks for the embassy to get back with me for that repatriation loan. Weeks, guys. And then it was a loan that they gave me. They took my passport and everything. I could not get that back until I paid them. Of course, as soon as I got back, I was able to pay them. But you hear these horror stories, one after the other. But y'all won't listen. You don't have an exit plan. You don't have an emergency plan. You have nothing. You're flying by the seat of your pants. So when guys come forward with those stories, you say, oh, it's not going to happen to me. It's going to happen to you. It can. Especially when you travel to a place like the Philippines in Southeast Asia, where we have some of the creepiest expats on the planet, just ornery people that would do anything they can to bring trouble to you. Look at the World Zoom story. You think that's an anomaly? No, it happened to me, remember? I just didn't really get into the details. These people put me through the ringer here, man, when I was accused of those charges, those fake charges, human trafficking. Imagine, exploiting Filipino women. The charges were so serious that the Philippine authorities, they couldn't overlook it. But remember, you're guilty until proven innocent here. And everybody in immigration that was interviewing me was a woman and one gay. And I could see where they really wanted to deport me. It got to the point where I said, I don't even care. Deport me because I never come back here. That's how bad it was. I never told y'all that on camera. It's bad. So when you listen to World Zoom's story, he's not lying. The people here, the locals, that's why I live around the locals. They're good. But when you start dealing with bureaucracy over here and government agencies like that, dude, they would love to kick your ass out of here. I had no help. Fortunately, I had friends in high places. So when he talks about the extortion that he paid and all that stuff like that, guys, you got to fight fire with fire. Luckily, I had a guy in high places here. I'm not ashamed to say it. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. They were hell-bent on getting rid of me, man. But the point I'm trying to make is I had no other alternative. And you're not going to have any other alternative. Get sick over here and see what happens. Get in trouble and see what happens. Okay? It's very little they can do for us. You don't have any friends over here. You only think you have some friends. Get in trouble, man, and see what happens. See, that man languished for 4 months in that immigration prison. But I was telling people, like, why you think that happened? Because he was on YouTube. For some reason, man, we're hated over here for some reason. People hate you when you get on YouTube in Southeast Asia. We got some weird people in this audience, man, following us. They don't want you to be monetized. They don't want you to be successful. They don't want you to offer your opinion. They just want you to shut up and disappear somewhere. But the message I'm telling you here is sorry for your loss, but you should have listened. Take heed to these warnings. Take heed to these bad stories that you hear, because there's much more out there. Many, many more. I stopped telling them because y'all don't listen. You think, oh, it's not going to happen to me. It's always going to happen to the other guy. Bullshit. It's going to happen to you. Eventually, it's going to happen to you. So thank y'all so much for stopping by. These are the type of videos I do. I don't care what anybody else does. You want to watch a travel channel and all that stuff, okay, and all that sugary stuff, I talk about stuff that's going to be relevant. Again, I want to tip my hat to these guys for sharing these gut-wrenching stories, because it's not an anomaly. It's happening every day over here. Overseas somewhere, somebody's having a problem. Somebody's got sick. Somebody's got in trouble. Somebody is stranded. But y'all not listening. So if you're in America, in the Philippines, wherever you are, find it in your heart to help somebody. Thank y'all again for 4 years on YouTube. I couldn't have did it without you. But this is what I have to offer. It's sad that people only want to celebrate your failures. They don't want to celebrate your successes. The good stories don't gain any traction. It's only the sad stories. It's only the bad stories. But I can't sit here and give that to you 24 hours a day. It's just not in me to do. But if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. When we help other people, we help ourselves. Take care. Stay safe. Stay out of trouble. I'll see you next time. Join me later on my 4-year anniversary live stream. Let's talk about everything that's been going on for 4 years. Take care, stay safe, stay out of trouble. I'll see y'all next time. Don't do anything stupid. Don't come over thinking you got friends. Don't come over thinking you got it made and nothing's ever going to happen to you. Because Murphy's Law is on your back the minute you get off the plane overseas. And everybody you think is your friend is not your friend. And when you say, oh, I don't want to help her family, you better be quiet. Because a lot of times, that's all the help you're going to have over here.